missed yesterday. Had a migraine. Many of you all that suffer with migraines know they are no fun and they suck. I got home from work yesterday, flopped across the bed, and then I woke up at like 1:30 in the morning. And then at 1:30, I eat dinner. And then I started editing the current episode that just premiered today, the Mysteries of Hawaii episode with Mr. Lopaka, which thank you again, Mr. Lopaka, for coming on the show and sharing some of the Hawaiian ghost stories and stuff. But here we are again at lunch, right? So today in the mail, I got, I guess, some more samples from Teespring. It's funny how I order all this and they just send it like package per package. They don't bundle it all together, which I don't understand. But I'm guessing these are some of the other t-shirts that I ordered for samples and to show off to you guys. And oh, this is the this is the one that I got for Luke. This is the, get that wrinkle out, the Swayze shirt, because we're always talking about Patrick Swayze. But that's that one. And let's see, did we get a different one or not? I'm thinking, yeah, this is basically the same one that I showed you all in the last video. So no need of me really wasting your all's time with that. But got your shirts, Luke. They bring them to you, buddy. Love you. Luke's little narrow ass shirts. His little skinny man sizes. So there's his. And I'm sure this one's my Swayze. I'm pretty sure of it. Let's see. Nope. No. Oh, this is, no, I didn't get the Swayze one. This was the BT Fiend Massacre one that I ordered. That has kind of like a leather face design, except it's Freddy holding a little pink chainsaw with hearts on it, with the blood splattered background and such. Yeah, I kind of did some photoshopping for this one. So, yeah. I like it. I might rock this one today when I go to Luke's comic store. So I hope everybody's doing well and having a good week and a wonderful hump day. I had a bit of news that I came across and I wanted to share it with you guys, and I'm going to have to put my glasses back on because I'm an old blind fucker and I can't see, so hold on. This is some music news. It's not so much horror, but you know, this podcast has kind of become a horror and music podcast, and that's two things that mean a lot to me in my life is music. And this particular story, it actually kind of hurts, man, because the person in question, or the person that the story's about, meant a lot to me when I was in high school growing up. And that person is Dimebag Darrell Abbott, who we all know was brutally murdered while on stage with his band Damage Plan back in 2004. I was actually on my way to Huntington, West Virginia, where my dad lived at the time, to go and visit my family right before Christmas. And I remember driving along the West Virginia Turnpike. If any of y'all have been from there, it normally starts around Virginia and then goes halfway. I think it might end around Charleston, but anyway, nonetheless, as I was driving on the West Virginia Turnpike, it came across the radio that there had been a shooting in Columbus, Ohio, and that the possible victim was Dimebag Darrell. So I was like, holy shit, this is not good. So then I kept waiting. Okay, did Vinny make it out okay? Did any of the other guys in the band Damage Plan make it out okay? And then it came back on the radio that Dime didn't make it. And any of y'all that are heavy metal fans, or if you're not, go back and listen to Pantera, especially from their first album right on up until their last album, which I think was Reinventing the Steel. If you're not a fan of metal music, you still gotta say, without a doubt at all, Dimebag Darrell was one of the greatest guitarists to have ever lived and breathed upon this earth. The man could do things with a whammy bar that most couldn't. I mean, he would abuse guitars on stage. Like, if it was a crime, he would have went to prison for it. I mean, he was heavily inspired by Ace Frehley from Kiss, but man, Dime slays Frehley. But anyway, the story has to do with the estate of Dimebag Darrell, which is being overseen by his, let me get this ad pop-up crap out of the way. So anyway, the story goes that the estate of Dimebag Darrell has had to file a lawsuit against Dean Guitars. Dean Guitars and Dimebag have been like this for a long time. Now, through most of his career with Pantera, he was playing Washbirds. But Dean started to make a comeback, and they signed Dimebag. I mean, Dimebag was always loyal to the Dean brand. And Rita Haney, who oversees Dime's estate, which was his girlfriend, his longtime girlfriend, she took to social media and she put this out. And it says, and this comes from the estate of Dimebag Darrell Abbott, it says, after much consideration, it is with great sadness that I announce the long-standing relationship between Dimebag and Dean Guitars is over. Unfortunately, we were forced to file a lawsuit against Dean Guitars on Monday, August 16th, for the reasons set forth in the complaint that may be viewed at www.dimebagdarrell.com. It was necessary for us to end Dime's endorsement of Dean Guitars to continue to honor and celebrate his legacy the way he deserves, and in the way he had laid it out. We do not make this decision lightly, and it is with a heavy heart that we share this news with you, Dime's loyal fans. As you know, after signing the deal with Dean Guitars in 2004, Dime was ecstatic to finally be working with the one and only Mr. Dean Zielinski, who's been gone from the company since 2008. Darrell had voiced several times that it was like going home where he belonged, and it was something he was enormously proud of. I have spent days rereading through all of Darrell's guitar notes, lists, letters, and drawings, some not yet released. Knowing Darrell's wishes and seeing them written down on paper once again, after all these years, solidifies that he would not have stayed. I want to see Dime's words followed through and to have his legacy reach the level he intended. I made several attempts to amicably settle our dispute with Dean. However, it became clear to me that Dimebag's relationship with Dean Guitars had come to an end when the new CEO of Dean Guitars told me that Dime has been dead for 16 years and they could not make the money they once did. Basically, he was used up. And then continued to tell me I should go somewhere else. Well, we will. Okay, let's continue on page 2. She says, moving forward, our goal will be to ensure the rightful and respectful celebration of Dime's legacy and the undeniable mark he left and his music made on this world. It is with absolute conviction that we say that this can no longer happen whilst continuing to partner with Dean Guitars. As fans, we hope you can feel as we do. Our love for Dime has not wavered in the 16 plus years since his passing, and he is still as relevant to us today despite what we have been told by Dean Guitars. We want to capture the spirit of the deal that was discarded by Dean Guitars like it should have always been done. In this spirit, we soon hope to have more positive news to share with you regarding the future of Dime Guitars. Dime loved his fans so very much, and in return, you guys have never wavered in your loyalty and love for him. We cannot thank you enough for your continued support. Long live Dimebag Darrell. Get your pool. Rena Haney, trustee. It's sad. It's real sad, man. Business is a evil fucking entity, brother. They basically looked at this man like, can't make no money off a dead man. Bullshit, Dean. Bullshit. If not for Dimebag Darrell, you all wouldn't even be relevant, and that's the 100% true facts, whatever. I'm not even a guitar player, and when I think of Dean Guitars, I normally think of Dimebag. Who the fuck else do I think of? But that's sad, man. And it seems like the CEO of the company is Dean Zielinski's son, and we know how that goes. The children of rich men normally are assholes, so this little kid's probably just a spoiled little prick, and all he's seeing is dollar signs, and to him a dead man ain't making him no money. So fuck Dean Guitars, and well done, Miss Haney, for protecting Dime's legacy. Thank God you're there to help keep his legacy intact and not let anybody tarnish it. And I like what she put here at the end, the future of Dime Guitars. So I'm wondering, is that a hint at maybe we see Dime Guitars at some point, which I would love to see that. It would be a fitting tribute to him. I mean, come on, the guy's a legend. So we'll see what the future holds, but anyway, just wanted to share that little bit of news with you guys. If y'all care, if you don't, well, whatever. But I'm a big metal fan, I'm a big rock fan, big music fan all around, and Dimebag and Pantera played a big part of my childhood, especially when I was in high school. God, man, I might have been one of the first ones in my high school to have picked up a Pantera album, the old Cowboys from Hell. And I remember the inside cover at the time, Dimebag was still going by the name of Diamond Darrell, because a little bit of music history, Pantera actually started out as a hair metal band like Motley Crue and Cinderella and some of those other bands. Def Leppard, well, I don't know, could you consider Def Leppard in there? Maybe, but Poison, those bands. So they tried their hand at glam rock, and they ended up becoming one of the most legendary bands in thrash metal. It's sad to see how this all went down, but I see a positive coming from it. But again, guys, sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I'm good now. Take these glasses off again so I'm not blinding you with the glare in them. And got a new episode out. Go give it a listen, especially if you like spooky stories. I tell some of my personal experiences. Mr. Lopaka tells some of his. He especially has a story about talking with the spirit of one of his deceased friends while he was in the hospital, and some other lore and legends and spookiness from these islands of this island of Oahu, as well as all the Hawaiian islands. But again, guys, I just want to say thank you for always watching our videos, watching our listening to our podcast, and just supporting us, man. It means so much. It really does. And with that said, I bid you adieu. I bid you adieu. This has been John, and I will see you again on Behind the Fiend.